Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to part 8 of Everlasting Summer. Part 7 was a very wild ride. Towards the end there, things were getting a little epic. There was a lot of plot development. I'm not going to recap the whole thing. The very last thing that happened was Electro Nick's boyfriend, Shurik, the guy with the glasses, he went missing. So everyone's kind of freaked out about that. But more importantly for the story, we got closer to Eliza, which was pretty epic. Okay. I dragged my feet to the leader's cabin to get a towel and to hopefully find something like trunks. Oh yeah, most importantly, we're going to the beach, which is pretty epic. So that means more milkers for us. All right, Olga Dmitrievna was waiting for me in the room. Markapi, did you hear something about Shurik? Same as half an hour ago. I walked to my bed and took a towel. Are you going somewhere? Yes, to the beach. Wait, do you have swimming trunks? You came here without any luggage, as I recall. Strange. That fact didn't seem to surprise her during our first encounter. No. So what will you wear? Good question. What? I don't know. Wait a minute. She walked to the wardrobe and unlocked a drawer. In a moment, she had a pair of normal black trunks. Where'd she get those? More importantly, why? Someone from the previous session might have forgotten them. Considering all the strange things in this camp, it wasn't really surprising to find men's swimming trunks in Olga Dmitrievna's room. Thanks. The trunks were just my size. 2 inches around the cock, 18 inches around the anus. ... I got changed behind the cabin and went to the beach. A lot of pioneers had already gathered there, but I recognized only Eliza and Ulyana. Come here! Wait, let me rephrase that. Come! Here! I walked over to them and sat on the sand. Alright, that's epic. Tomboy in bikini? Like, name a better combo. I'm waiting. I'll wait here. I'll wait here all day. Exactly, you can't think of anything. I see you found something better. She stared at my trunks and smirked. As you can see. Come on, let's swim! I need some water already, man. I'm not recording at my usual hour, so my voice isn't primed for the lolly. Pardon my unprofessionalism here on the Markapi Suit channel. We pride ourselves on being pros of our craft. I don't want to. Maybe later. I was not a fan of swimming. Suit yourself. The girls ran into the water. Why did I come? Here. Why am I not out looking for answers? Should I care about it now? Sovino seemed normal. Certainly a lot of strange things have happened to me during these 3.5 days, but none of them, taken separately, seemed at all supernatural, especially since I didn't get any closer to finding so much as a clue. On the contrary, everything that had happened has only confused me more. What alternatives do I have? I won't get any truth from the local residents, though I doubt they even know it. Should I try to leave this place? But how far can I walk, considering that I don't even know where I am? Turns out that my only option is to wait. After some time, the girls came back. Ulyana had something in her hands. Look! Look! The voice just isn't there today. I really do think I permanently damaged my vocal cords from a few episodes ago of Mo Era, if you guys recall that. That I think it really did take its toll. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to do the lolly voices again. We'll see. I looked up and saw that shit crayfish. Just a normal crayfish. Alright. Alright. I just want to turn up the ambiance just because it's pretty darn epic here. That was all I wanted to do. There's no other reason. I'm not like taking screenshots or nothing. Oleana lay next to me and started to torment it. Leave the poor animal alone. Why? It's just a crayfish. So what? It has a right to live, too. I'll rip its claws off and ask the cook to boil it for dinner. As if we have nothing else to eat. I looked at Eliza. She seemed to be totally uninterested in Oleana's fun with the poor sea creature. Tell her. What's wrong? It's a crayfish. It deserves it. It looked like the girls missed their lessons on nature in primary school and lacked empathy for the environment. Dude, Eliza is just double-cheeked up. My goodness. Give it. I snatched the crayfish off Oleana. Suit yourself. I was a little surprised she didn't resist. I looked into the eyes of the poor animal. They didn't express anything at all, but I thought that if it could speak, it would be certainly outraged. Maybe it would even go to the UN Convention of Human Rights. To tell the truth, I wasn't sure that would help. I took the crayfish to the river and set it free. Never mind, I'll catch more. There are plenty of them here, said Oleana. No doubt about it, I mumbled. Time passed, and I was getting sleepy. I fell asleep. I don't remember what I was dreaming about, if I was dreaming at all, but I woke up when someone shook my shoulder. Oh my god. Okay, you can't tell me that a regular camp counselor, camp leader of the pioneers would wear something like that. Like, her milkers are draped upon a cloth. I don't know what I'm going to use for the screenshot or for the thumbnail of this video because there are just so many. We got cheeks, we got milkers. Like, I'm lost for words. I'm aghast. I'm shooketh. My brain just, the dopamine that has been given to me from both the cheeks and the milkers, I don't know what to do. My goodness. I hope she does that thing where she gets frustrated and leans forward and then the milkers get exposed more. That'd be epic. Sorry, I'll go on with the story. Because that's why you're here. Olga Dmitrievna stood next to me. Did you come to swim too? I asked, still half asleep. No. It's almost time for lunch and we still can't find Shurik, the leader said, standing before me in a wet swimsuit. And? I want you to look for him. It seems like I'm the only pioneer in this entire camp. I was sincerely outraged. Every time it was getting clear that Olga Dmitrievna considered me her errand boy, to be used like a slave. Or vice versa. Yep, she did it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Those milkers are outrageous. I'm sorry, I'm just lost in the milkers right now. If I came to you, then I want you to help me. Why exactly me? However, after giving it some thought, I decided to agree. After all, my shoulders and back got sunburned while I was sleeping, and searching for Shurik would let me get acquainted with unexplored locations of the camp. Okay. It was not exactly right to wander around wearing only swimming trunks, so I should get changed first. 10 minutes later, I stood outside Olga Dmitrievna's cabin, deciding where to go. Alright, so we're looking for a Shurik here. What is that? I don't know what this room is. It's 2 people. That was like the only place that actually went. Okay, I can go to the bus stop, the boathouse. 1, 2, 3. So we only go to 3 places. This old building looks suspicious, though. No, okay, so only the red places. I don't even know what that is, but let's go to the bus stop. I wonder what, we haven't been there in a while. There could be something there. Seemed to be a fine choice. Strange thought came, wait, let me rephrase that. A strange thought came across me. Perhaps Shurik is in the same situation as me, so he decided to run away from this camp, maybe by the 410 bus. It could really turn out to be true if he came here by accident too. Although the chances of that are quite slim shady, but you never know. What if the bus would really come? However, I could hardly believe in that. Indeed, I spent a couple of minutes waiting at the bus stop, made sure that there was no signs of Shurik or anyone else here, and headed back to the camp. Somebody rushed out from behind the gates and bumped into me. The impact wasn't strong, so I just staggered. I'm not gonna lie, that sound effect kind of scared me. Made my butthole pucker. Oh, it's Miku. Miku stood in front of me and rubbed her bruised forehead. Oh, sorry. It's alright. It's my fault. I was going to the music club, but I got lost and thought about a new song. You know, thinking up the lyrics and music, I didn't realize how I got here. So, you don't have to apologize. Her words per minute rate obviously exceeded the recognition limits of my brain. I made an attempt to retreat promptly. Sure. Gotta go, you know. Oh, wait! I wanted to leave as usual without having to listen to her, but Miku grabbed my hand. Her grasp gave me the creeps as I got a clear vision of an agonizing execution by another rap session. Can you help me a little, please? Just a teensy weensy bit. That definitely wasn't on my to-do list today. Well, I'd be glad to, but it's... Pretty please? Miku looked at me with such puppy dog eyes that my heart started to melt. She totally wasn't going to let go of my hand. Had to put on my rap god skills for that one. And what help exactly do you need? You'll accompany me. I can't manage to compose on my own. I can sing or play. I can't do both at the same time. Even our virtuoso has her weaknesses. Well, you know, I can't really play any instrument. Never mind that. I'll show you everything. Come on, let's go. Go with Miku or don't go with Miku? We're supposed to be looking for Shurik. This is actually kind of hard. I feel like we kind of always brush her off, but she does talk a lot, but we'll go with Miku. On the other hand, I'm not losing anything. However, she dragged me along with her. Probably nothing good will come of this, but the only way to get her off me is to wrestle my hand out of hers. But that wouldn't be very nice. Nothing bad will happen after all. Probably. Within a minute, we were already standing in the music club. Miku took a guitar. Here, have a look. She sat down and started playing. I tried to follow her hands. The tune seemed quite simple. It seemed quite easy to repeat it. Got it? Kinda. Let's try. I took the guitar and started playing. That didn't really work out. Let me show you one more time. She played much better than me. Looking at Miku, I wondered. Of course she was a chatterbox. She was naive and clumsy. However, she was extremely talented in music. Try again. I managed much better the second time. Wow, that's much better, she smiled. It wasn't hard. In fact, just repeat the same notes over and over. Just don't lose track. Start on my command. Okay. Ready, go. It was a song in Japanese. Frankly speaking, I didn't understand a single word, but Miku's singing was quite good. In fact, it was outstanding. She put her heart in every note, every word. Yeah, music probably is the very thing for her to dedicate her life to. It seemed like it wasn't her who chose the music, but the music that has chosen her. The last half an hour presented Miku in a completely different light. Oh, thank you. Did you like it? I finally managed it with you. On my own is not so good. I can either mess up with the words or miss the strings, and it's just perfect with you. Thank you so much. You really have a talent, you know. Just to play like... Just to play like that without any preparation. Nope, it seems I changed my opinion about her too hastily. Thanks for the song. Gotta go. See you. Thanks, Ver. And I dipped out. The rest of her words were left behind the door. I leaned on the wall of the club cabin and sighed. Miku's song was still playing in my mind. Oh, so we can go to the forest? We didn't try to click that last time, did we? Anything else clickable? No. Boathouse still. Yeah, so boathouse, this little mystery fucker, or the forest. Probably the forest, right? That seems like kind of the obvious place where someone would go, like not come back. It was obvious that Olga Dmitrievna and her pioneers have already searched every nook and cranny of the camp, roamed the length and breadth of it. So probably it's not worth looking for Shirk in the canteen or on the beach, or in the cybernetics club. It was his second home, or maybe even his first. Thus, it might be worth looking around the surrounding forest. I didn't plan to go too far into the forest, otherwise it might be me who they'll be searching for tomorrow. I didn't really visit the countryside often. I just stayed in a country house every summer during my childhood. But that one was very close to the city. But in this camp, it was possible to find everything I hadn't seen for so long. Overwhelming vegetation, singing birds, and fresh air. I found a meadow and sat on a stump. How peaceful this place is. But where in a world is Shurik? Actually, he could have been taken against his will. This camp is far from normal, so pioneer disappearances should not be all that strange. An intriguing possibility, could it be the work of whichever force sent me here, or is it just some separate local entity's doing? Lost in my own thoughts, I didn't notice how the grass before me started moving. I looked closely and saw a squirrel. It approached me carefully and stared at my hands, probably used to getting fed here. Sorry, friend, I don't have anything with me. Of course, that squirrel could not understand me and continued to just sit there, waiting for treats like a little squirrel slut. I felt sorry for it, but I didn't have even a crumb of bread in my pocket. I realized that I'm even ashamed to look it in the eyes and decided to move on. Some Wawa now. Refreshing, hydrating, pretty epic. After some more wandering, I came to the washstands. Turns out that he is not in the forest either, at least not in the surrounding area. And going farther is just frightening. I walked to the washstands, took off my shirt, and tried to wipe myself down, because I was all sweaty. However, it wasn't so easy. I won't be able to get into the wash bowl, and there isn't even a ladle. Suddenly I heard footsteps from behind. I turned around. Electro Nick was walking my direction. Looking for Shirk? Yes. You too? Me too. Listen, you know him better. Where could he have gone? I don't have a clue, he answered sadly. Well, I just don't understand why everyone has made such a fuss. During the night, wasn't he in the cabin with you? Then he can't have been gone for too long. Maybe he went for a walk. You don't know Shurik, said Electro Nick excitedly. He is fanatically dedicated to his work. His life consists of robotics and cybernetics. People like him are 1 in a million. No, in a billion. His talent is boundless. I look up to him. He is a man of steel. No, simply triumphant. At that moment, he looked like Hitler, making a speech in front of a crowd of thousands. Even his gestures matched. Okay. So what? So what? You don't understand, do you? No. He spends all of it, you see. All of his free time in our club. All. So disappearing just like that is unusual for him. Of course. Seems like Electro Nick calmed down. Okay. He looked at me intently. Are you going to wash? Not really. Just rinse off a little. It is hot. Me too. He looked around. I wish there was a bucket or a ladle. Something to get more water with. Yeah, I noticed already. Then, let's do this. He walked behind washstands and pulled on one of the taps. To my surprise, its end turned up, and rather than pouring into the wash bowl, the water splashed up at almost 90 degrees. You could manage to wash yourself that way. What is this? What is this? At no point did I sign up for this. I'm not... No. I'm not a yaoi boy. Yuri? Perhaps some. Yaoi? Nah. Alright, let's just get through this. He's got them. He just has areolas. He has no nipples. He just has areola grandes, but no actual nipples, I noticed. Anyway, he also has a mole. He didn't have that mole before, I don't think. Anyway, meanwhile, Electro Nick took off his shirt and then squatted, so it seemed like he pulled down his shorts. I couldn't really tell because the washstand he was behind concealed him up to his waist. He directed the stream towards himself and started to sing something quietly. Let's clean my chimney sweep. I stood astonished, not knowing what to do. He seemed to notice it. I'll wash myself, and then let you use it. Gosh, I got such a massive chill. Well, I just remembered that I have something to do. Gotta go. Out of all the eccentricities, never saw that ending to the word eccentric. Out of all the eccentricities of Electro Nick, the moment I just saw was the weirdest one. Hey, what's up with you? A cold shower on such a hot day is like the best thing ever. No. That won't do. And anyway, I have to go. I put on my shirt quickly and ran back into the forest, questioning my sexuality. I wondered what's gotten into him. I added that part if you didn't notice. I thought it was kind of epic of me. Pretty good improv, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty epic. I went for lunch with mixed feelings, with a sense of accomplishment, and with a realization of time wasted. The canteen was crowded. I couldn't stay unnoticed. Olga Dmitrievna called me. Big old milkers. Markapi, come with us. Wait, let me rephrase that. Markapi, come with us. The camp leader, Slavia, and Electro Nick were sitting at the 4-seat table. I nodded and went to get my food. This time I had to spend several minutes in the queue. Today's menu didn't really differ from the other day's menu. The dishes looked the same at least. When I sat at the table and wished bon appetit to everyone, Olga Dmitrievna said, So, what are you thinking? About what? We searched for Shirik all around. It's noon and he's nowhere to be found. I took a note of the rhyme, but didn't want to point it out. We looked all over the camp. I went all around the neighboring forest. Olga Dmitrievna looked at me. And I helped too. We must have called the police. Maybe we could wait until the evening. I asked lazily. Maybe he went home. That can't be. Shirik lives thousands of miles away. By train? The nearest station. She paused. Is far off. Now it was getting interesting. Every time the conversation reached the point concerning ways I could leave, Sylvianok, all the camp inhabitants, started changing the subject. How far is far? Really far. The camp leader looked at me, indicating with her expression that asking more questions was not advised. So, we should go a deeper into the forest. Maybe he got lost. Shirk always takes a compass, chimed in Electronic. I wonder what else could be found in his magic vest, assuming he has one. If I were to get lost in the forest, a compass would be of no real use. Police! We should call the police in the evening. Not right now, at least. Okay, so you'll do it later. They were all silent. We should be able to find him before evening. We still have time. If he actually got lost, we have no time to lose. We cannot be sure. Then where is he? Where? There was some truth to the camp leader's words. Hiding the whole day just like that is suspicious. Why would he do that? Shirk seemed to be quite a serious pioneer. Uliana would have been better fit for this behavior. So there is good reason to believe that he was gone. All that can be done has already been done. We just have to wait. Slavia, Electronic, and Olga Dmitrinov looked at me sorrowfully, but didn't say a word. I finished my lunch, took the tray back, and left the canteen. It's still the first half of the day. What now? The camp was drifting off for an afternoon nap. Only Genda stared at me through his glasses. Of course, he was staring somewhere else, but I had a feeling that he was constantly watching me. I bet he knows where Shirk is hiding. He just can't say anything. The disappearance of the Cybernetic Club's leader made me think. Maybe it's got something to do with my case. Oh, pioneer. The nurse stood in front of me. I looked at her curiously. Go and take my place in the infirmary. I have an urgent call. Somebody is injured. Me? Yes, you. Take the keys. The nurse threw me the keys and ran away. Why me? Isn't there anyone else in this camp? What exactly should I be doing? What if something happens? Oh, what do I do now? I missed my chance to refuse. I stood in front of the door uncertainly. On the one hand, there's nothing to worry about. I'll spend half an hour or so here, and she'll be back. But what if someone comes for actual help? With a broken leg, or a head injury? I began to worry too much. I hope that there are no injuries more serious than bruises and scratches in this camp. But at the same time, I could not shake the idea that, in a serious situation, I would be absolutely useless. I don't even know how to perform CPR. A magazine on the nurse's table caught my attention. A good way to relax, I guess. This is labeled Soviet Fashion. The publication date or month was absent. However, this was not a surprise. There are much stranger things happening here. I didn't know much about Soviet magazines. Maybe they actually didn't have publication dates on them. Models dressed in old-fashioned clothes stared at me from the glossy pages. Nowadays, nobody would wear such clothes. I smirked. I wonder if Slavia, for example, considered this fashionable. I can only imagine what would happen if she appeared in my time wearing something like this. Imagine we are walking in hand. I'm wearing my coat with the hood and she is dressed in a lavish dress, covered with lace and things. Seems like I'm already imagining Slavia in my world. With me. And not only Slavia. This dress better suits Uliana. This cute Sorafin would look good on Eliza. This skirt and cardigan would look nice on Lena. If only they could be real. No, I saw them, heard them, could even touch them. But still, they are here and I simply don't belong in this place. It's alien to me. I'm just waiting for a chance to get out of here. Waiting because nothing is up to me anymore. I sighed, put my head on the table, and fell asleep. I was awoken by the noise of the door opening. Oh yeah, we kind of blew off Lena with the whole ball situation, going to Eliza instead of helping her with the infirmary, so she's probably pissed off. Lena stood at the door. Yesterday I promised to help her in the infirmary. My cheeks became scarlet shortly, and I turned away pretending that I'm busy. The nurse isn't here? Then I'll come back later. I'm substituting for her. Since I am responsible for pioneers' lives, I should do it with full responsibility. Although, in fact, I was just afraid of something bad happening because of me. Any health complaints? I tried to give Lena the most professional smile I could in order not to confuse her. Nothing special. Just a little headache. Let's do this. Some painkillers, maybe? Of course, I wasn't aware where to find required medicines, so it took me a while to find them. Finally, I handed a Metamucil tablet to Lena. Thanks, she smiled. That was completely unexpected, and I lost touch with reality, staring at her. What? Lena turned awkward in an instant. Listen, I've been wondering, do you like this? I don't know what got into me, but I grabbed that magazine from the table and showed her that picture of a skirt and a cardigan, which would really suit Lena in my opinion. Maybe I went completely nuts thinking about all the girls being in my world. Or maybe I wanted to distract myself instead of just waiting for the nurse to come back. Lena looked at the picture. Yes, I guess. Is stuff like this in fashion? I guess. She got confused and started blushing. Why do you ask? Really, why? I think you look gorgeous in it, just asking. Like, dude, let's just be honest. I mean, she would look good in it, but I don't know what path this is going to take us on. This game does have a lot of decisions. There are a lot of girls, so it makes sense that you, because, I don't know, there's like 6 or something. I think there's actually more. 7 or 8, actually. So it makes sense that all of these decisions can lead to different paths. She'd look gorgeous in it. Thank you. It's all right. I'm just being completely honest. We were quiet for some time. How is your headache? Much better. Thank you. She smiled. I'll be off. Good luck. See, we just gave someone a compliment. That was a good choice, in my opinion. Lena went out and I continued to look through the magazine. After a while, somebody knocked on the door again. Seems that the infirmary is the most popular place to go. Suddenly, I decided to roleplay a nurse. Just a male version. And said, "Come in." Oh man. The door opened and Ulyana entered the room. Wow, did I miss the moment when you decided to start knocking? Anything wrong with me knocking? She frowned. Where does it hurt? Why on earth would I tell you? Where's the nurse? Right in front of you. I imposingly crossed my legs and looked questioningly at her. That's a hard word. I'd better go. He'd be better off to die than be treated by you. She smiled mischievously. You didn't even let me try. Ulyana thought for a moment. Though you could give me some pills. What's bothering you? Ulyana's actually a crack addict. It took her some time to reply. A heavy stomach. Sure it's not an empty head? I muttered under my breath. What did you say? Nothing. Give me a second. I found the pills in the first drawer and I opened. Thank you, doctor. She smiled cheerfully. Actually, Ulyana, I'm gonna call you on that. You called me doctor, but you called the nurse nurse. Those gender stereotypes are very hurtful to today's society, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay. Watching Ulyana, I could not imagine how such an optimistic and active child could have any health problems. Overdose of stolen candies. We're gonna say overdose because she's addicted to multiple painkillers and opioids. She gave me a baleful look, a Christian Bale look. No, I left everything for you. Liana ran out of the infirmary and slammed the door. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I'm glad. If that took us, if that reduced our relationship with Oliana, if this was like World of Warcraft reputations, and we went from exalted to liked, that's good. That's good in my opinion. Again, I went back to studying Soviet fashion trends. Time passed, but the nurse was still absent. I wasn't searching for Shurik. Wasn't looking for any clues concerning my situation. I was just sitting and flipping through a magazine. Just for a moment, I felt quite satisfied with this situation. So far, everything that has happened here could be seen as just a trip to a summer camp. And if nothing changes anytime soon, then I can start worrying. Again, somebody knocked on the door. Did I miss the outbreak of an epidemic? Slavia was standing at the doorway. Oh, hi. Isn't the nurse here? Hi. No, she's not here. I'm taking over for today. Great. I'd like... She hesitated. What? By the way, more copy, Slavia said and looked intently at me. What? It seems like I lost my keys. Have you seen them anywhere? Sure I have. Yes, here, I found them near the canteen yesterday. I wanted to return them to you, but forgot about it. I was really bad at lying. My cheeks were red, and my eyes were wandering around, and hands were constantly shaking. Here. I was already preparing myself for an appropriate scolding, but Slavia only took the keys and said, thanks. So, what have you come for? I really needed to change the subject. Does anything hurt? No, it's a nothing. Strange. I wouldn't even think that such an open person as Slavia could keep something quiet. If there's something bothering you, tell me. That's why I'm here, to treat people. I smiled widely. No. I mean, yes, but no. Hearing that made anything possible, even division by 0. So, how can I help you? You? I guess you can't. She smiled and was going to leave, but suddenly stopped. However, could you step out for a minute? Why not? Okay. I stepped out of the infirmary and leaned against the wall. I wonder what she might be doing. Something that I can't even see? After a minute, the door opened and Slavia came out. She was carrying a small bundle. I'm guessing it's just like a tampon or something. And that's why she came to the nurse. She was just embarrassed. I'm going to ask about it just because it might make her blush and we got to see her cute little face. What is it? Nothing. She blushed. Thank you. You're welcome. Slavia ran away. Seems like I shouldn't have asked. Maybe she's addicted to opioids. And we're enabling her. I looked at the time. It was getting late. I'd read the magazine backwards and forwards, but the nurse still wasn't here. Suddenly the door burst open, and Eliza rushed inside. She looked at me piercingly. What are you doing here? Sitting, I admitted honestly. Okay then. It's even better without the nurse, she murmured. Maybe every single girl here is just addicted to opioids. That'd be pretty epic. I mean, no, it's not. That's a health crisis. Are you sick? I asked acidly. Eliza didn't answer and came closer to me. Move over. Why? So I can open the drawer. Isn't it obvious? What for? She got angry. None of your business. Well, I'm kinda in charge here. She gave it a moment's thought. Then give me some activated carbon. Stomachache? Yeah. She grinned sharply. I got the feeling there was something wrong here. I feel like it would just be better to give it to her. I don't even know what activated carbon is. I know there's like, people say like, oh, activated almonds, activated charcoal. And like, not to drop the health knowledge on you, but like, that's all bullshit. So she's probably just gonna make explosives or something, so I'll just give it to her. But you never know. What if she really has an ache? Okay. I reached into the drawer and got out a packet of activated carbon. Thanks. She wrested it. Maybe that was supposed to be wrestled? That's weird. She wrestled it from my hand and ran away. It was 15 minutes till dinner, and the nurse still wasn't back. I guess just leaving the place like this won't do. She asked me to look after it after all. And who knows what might happen if I leave. Though, who would steal anything from here? Except for Eliza stealing activated carbon. I opened the magazine again and began flipping through it for the nth time. The fashions of the 80s weren't that fun anymore. Yawning got me several times. It was already 6 o'clock, so dinner had already started. Of course, I had to be on the watch till the end, but my stomach seemed to have its own opinion on the matter. I stood up and steadily headed to the exit. A rustling sound came from behind the door. Could it be someone else who got poisoned, broke their arm, or something even worse? I sighed heavily and pulled the doorknob. However, there was no one out there. Seems it was just my imagination. I returned inside and instantly noticed that something had changed in the infirmary. To be precise, an apple had appeared on the table. But where from? Fruits can't just materialize from thin air by themselves, can they? Though in this camp, anything is possible. Chances are someone just brought it here. Maybe Lena wanted to thank me. Given that she's all shy and... But wait, how could she just slip past me like that? Lena wouldn't climb through the window after all. So there must be something else. I was suddenly overwhelmed by fear. What if this apple's poisoned? Though, why would someone complicate things when I'm here totally helpless and can be killed by way more easily things? Or it might be the apple which Eve tasted in the Garden of Eden. In that case, I certainly shouldn't eat it. The same second my stomach reminded me it was there by rumbling traitorously. However, it would take time to close the infirmary, to reach the canteen, to get food. My stomach is about to eat itself. There's nothing wrong, I guess. Once again, I tried to remember if the apple was here before. In the end, it must have appeared from somewhere. Maybe it got here through the window. The shutter was slightly open, so someone must have reached in and put it there. Nothing serious, however. This is a great place to end the episode. Will we eat the mystery apple? Will we not eat the mystery apple? Tune in to part 9 of Everlasting Summer to find out if we die from apple poisoning, which would be pretty unepic because then we would not get girls. Boom. Save game on a cliffhanger. Episode 9 is coming next time. Thank you for watching this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. And as always, please help me find a girlfriend. And bye-bye.